Dana White is one of the realest dudes out here. And Charlamagne the fraud, put some respect on Dana's name, bro. Dude, I wish I was there with Dana. Bro, it would have been some furniture moving in there talking crazy like that.
Absolutely. We have a real friendship.
But don't be a glazer, though.
Don't be what?
A glazer.
When the president is done in 3 years, people will look back on and realize a lot of the good things.
Let me keep it real with you for a second. I've been around enough situations in life to know this. When something unexpected happens, it doesn't just hurt emotionally. It hits your family finances in a way people aren't prepared for. I've seen it. People grieve, try to figure out the bills, and hold everything together. And at the same time asking, why didn't we plan ahead? And that's a position you never want to put your family in. That's why I want to talk to you guys about Ethos. They make getting life insurance simple. Everything is online, no runaround, no sitting in an office. You can get a quote in seconds and apply in minutes. There's no medical exam. You just answer a few health questions online. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, and some policies are as low as $30 a month. This is about responsibility. If you got people dependent on you, you need to have a plan. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance through Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/Tatum. That's ethos.com/Tatum. Application times and rates may vary. Get to the next clip. Dana White was on the Breakfast Club. I can't stand the Breakfast Club. And look at what they tried to do with Dana White on the Breakfast Club. Look at how they treat the boss himself. Roll the clip.
Trump is a good friend of mine. I mean, I've been friends with him for 25 years. Mm-hmm. Friends. I mean, he just happened to become the president of the United States. Mm-hmm. This was a guy that was always good to me and, always treated me well, and I did it.
I can understand that. That's your friend. But when your friend has a disapproval rating of 62%, right, record high, people say they don't like his handling of the Iran war, the economy, cost of living for people is fucked up. Why can't you tell your friend he's failing the people? As a friend.
Well, he's the president of the United States.
Still your friend, though.
And yeah, I know. But, for me to get involved in, it's like, I'm sure people disagree with you that are friends with you, and everybody has friends that you just, doesn't mean you're not friends with them anymore. It doesn't mean that you.
Oh, no, I didn't say you shouldn't be friends with them. I just said, why can't you tell your friend he's failing the people? Because these are the same people who make UFC a success.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree that he's failing the people. When the president is done in 3 years, people will look back on and realize a lot of the good things. See, I'm closer to him too, and I see all the good things that he does.
But tariff inflation has increased the price of household goods, increased utility bills because household electricity costs have gone up.
It bothers me that they do this because, Dana White is not like into politics like that. He's not sitting around all day looking at all these stats and facts and whatever. And so to try to bludgeon him on the show with all these statistical data points, which he can't verify or not. He's just on a podcast. You guys then concocted all of this stuff. Dana don't even have a piece of paper in front of him. And y'all going to throw that stuff out there as if it's true when it's not true. Temporary spike in pricing and stuff like that is not the totality of what the presidency is all about. Not everybody's struggling. Not everybody is affected by some of this stuff. Go to Disneyland right now. People all over Disneyland. I'm telling you, like, go to car lot. You can't find a car. People buying up stuff. Even our store, people still buying all this merch. I don't think people are struggling like that. I think there are people that are, but there's other people that seem to be spending and doing things just like they normally do. A temporary spike in certain things is not the totality of a man's presidency. And Charlamagne know that. Have me on the show, and I'll put y'all in y'all place. All right, let's finish the clip.
9%. The failure to extend the Affordable Care Act is the people's health care. Everyday working class people who support your sport are hurting.
You're never going to have a president that everybody approves 100% of everything they do, and not everything is always going to be perfect. You're going to have some things that work out great and a lot of things that don't.
Oh, I agree.
When they're the president of the United States.
But can you tell your friend when he's...
Yeah, we talk about a lot of things, but I don't try to get into...
You like everything he's doing?
Like I just said, you're never going to agree with everything. But
so your relationship with Trump is bigger than business. It's actually personal.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a real friendship.
But don't be a glazer, though, Dana.
Don't be what?
A glazer. Like just somebody that just tells him he's great. A yes man, basically.
Yeah.
You got to tell him when he's...
I don't think anybody's ever accused me of being a yes man.
Okay.
But listen, I'm...
You know how disrespectful that is to Dana White? To even suggest he's a yes man whatsoever. I know Dana White. Dana White is nowhere near a yes man. And the crazy thing is I feel like they need to put some respect on his name. because Charlamagne ain't respecting his man. Like, Dana White has built something absolutely amazing. Dana White got FU money, and he's the most generous person that I've ever been around. He's kind-hearted to people. He treats people well. He treats his staff well. He paid him well. Dana White is one of the realest dudes out here. And Charlamagne the fraud, put some respect on Dana's name, bro. I wish I was there with Dana. Bro, it would have been some furnace moving in there talking crazy like that. Why you want to glaze and be a yes man? Shut your sorry self up. Y'all done had them Democrats on your show and you ain't doing nothing but kissing butt on there. You ain't gonna talk to a Democrat like that. Kamala Harris on there. You gonna talk, they just let her say whatever she want to say. Then you want to try to. Anyway, roll the clip.
Not an overly political person either.
Are you part of the MAGA movement culturally? Do you align with their ideologies and their values?
You know, I consider myself right down the middle or leaning a little liberal, to be honest with you. Everybody thinks I'm some far right guy because of our relationship.
Yeah, because it's interesting. Most CEOs try to stay politically neutral to protect the brand. You almost seem kind of like proud to be.
Proud to be
political, I guess.
Not proud to be political. I mean, I'm just saying that this guy is my friend, and nothing is perfect. And, you know, whoever is the next president, right or left, isn't going to be perfect either.
Well, what about when people say that you're the reason why a lot of young male voters, because of, you know, UFC and everything that you have, voted for Trump? And that was something that, like, even if you didn't mean to do, it was widely talked about, and you still leaned into helping his popularity in the space.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But that gets political then.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
So you're responsible for the high tariffs and the high inflation costs, and
I guess so. I guess if that's the way you want to look at it, it's all my fault.
No, I'm just saying you're responsible for people's health care getting cut. I'm just saying, like, that's what you're essentially saying.
Okay.
Jesus.
I mean, I that's not the way I look at it, but I guess I could see why you would look at it that way, and you could frame it like that.
Yeah, but you telling me your friend is the president of the United States of America. He wants to come to a fight. And you go, no, you can't come to this fight. Although Donald Trump was essential in helping the UFC not just go to zero. When they had nowhere to fight, the venue, they had no real support, Donald Trump stepped up and supported the UFC, and that's why they're worth billions of dollars today. When they were on their last leg, Dana needed somewhere to fight. I don't think they had enough money to put on a show. Donald Trump helped and supported them. And you telling me because he's the president, he can't come to a fight? I want to cuss so bad, I'm not going to do it, though. Quit being wussies and acting all stupid. Because to be honest, Donald Trump was one of the greatest presidents we've ever had.